Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Leonidas. It's from the movie 300, another awesome Figma release. It's actually wondering how come they didn't release it when it was number 300. But then again, they always do something special for every 100 release. Maybe another Miku. Was it Miku? Perhaps. Anyways, here we go. I've seen some of the reviews of this already, and a lot of people are having problems with shield connection, which I'll discover on my own how hard that is, or tricky, but we'll see. Here's the box art. Really nice. Huh. Alright, so this one, they already have the scar. For those who haven't watched the movie, it's awesome. Really cool poses. Alright, that's pretty much it for the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, we have King Leonidas here, and he looks great. Even the finer details, such as the eyes right there. That is amazing. The details on the armor, on his gauntlet, his not even, it's like a shin protector for the leg. I guess this armor here is to prevent them from getting cut when the enemy is down. Yeah, they could just swipe their legs there. Yeah, really cool details. I like the color they've used. The Figma joint is a bit odd. It has that darker shade, but it's still overall it's great. It's not too bad. I would assume that they have one color for that joint and they just use that one for all this particular type. Yeah, I mean they did add a bit of shading for the sculpt, so this is really nice. Now in terms of articulation, we have the neck here. It's double jointed. Yeah, though I'm having a little bit of difficulty moving there we go. So he can look up. He does have this necklace here with the fang. I forgot what could be the lion, could be. And on the back side here, he does have that bit of a hair just trailing. I don't think you can remove that. I think it's just part of the mold. So I can look side to side. Yeah, fairly good. Then you have the shoulder. The shoulder is a little bit limited. You can move back here. You can move forward, up. But in that angle there where it kind of hits the shoulder blade, it's a bit restricted. You do have that swivel there because of the joint, and they don't have the bicep swivel, but without that you get a better sculpt for the arm here, which is nice. You get your elbow, you get your wrist joint, you have your abdomen here. You do a bit forward, a bit back, a bit side to side. This straps here, this is flexible. I try to see if I can actually remove it. And actually, I think you can. You can actually remove this, but that's involved removing the shoulder here, which I'm not too fond of. Then you get the scabbard here. But this one is just for props, I believe. I don't think you can really fit the blade in there. I tried, and actually from the looks of it, it's sealed. So this is just a props. Kind of wish you can actually put the sword there. But it's nice, nicely detailed. Looks like it's stitched around. Then you got your crotch piece, which is just floating. Then you got your, I still got a bit of they use a lot of plastic on the joints here, which to prevent the paint from bleeding upon transportation, or just overall. So I got still a bit of plastic underneath. In terms of a leg, this one can go up. There we go. Actually, it's quite decent in terms of articulation there for the leg or the waist. Then you get your knee. Your ankle. So definitely really nice and has really good articulation overall. Quite nice. Alright, so that's done. Let's go over the different accessories. Right, so for the face, we actually have an alternate one where he's angry. Pop this out. Get that joint resituated there. There we go. That joint right there seems like it's... It's like the shoulder. You got a straight peg and a bowl joint at the end. There we go. Got that angry face. Otherwise, we'll pop this out. And this is actually my first time doing this. We're gonna remove the whole head. Right there. You get an alternate one right here. It does have a peg connection on top. And we're just gonna put this on first and see how this works. Went in quite easily. That's a good thing. And maybe we'll use this regular head or the regular face first. Try to get in. I sometimes still have a gap there. Now you have two helmets. You have this one with the plume, or the horse mane, and you have the regular helmet here. Obviously, Leonidas uses this one. But if you want to army build them, you can definitely get more of this Figma and just have the other one wear this. Alright, so let's put this on here somehow. There we go. Alright, so quite nice. And now let's try this one. I'm probably gonna leave this with this. And that looks nice. And I think it'll be more accurate when there's like a gash right there. That's when he's fighting that giant. And that's where he get his scar from. They have the scar here, but it does not reflect on the helmet. They should have the helmet with that. Oh well. Alright, so I think that's it. Then you have your hands here. So for the hands, you get a substantial amount. You have the open hand here, you get the relaxed hands, and you have one to hold the weapons or shield. And you have your sword here. And just looking at this, yeah, it's not gonna fit. They have to make this bigger. And for this one, you can detach this bottom part here, and please do not lose that, which is quite easy to lose. Slide this in here and close it up. There we go. Swap this out. You do have a spare wrist joint just in case you break it. I still haven't break any of this wrist joint. Yeah, they're actually fairly sturdy. The shorter end is usually the one that goes on the hand right here, and the longer piece goes to the forearm. There we go. Yeah, that's quite nice. Alright, so the fun part, we're going to take a look at the shield right here. Alright, so I've watched several reviews, and the problem is this, kind of like the one that goes on the forearm. On the two separate reviews I've watched, they have a problem putting this on. And let's go try that. So you can detach this. You can also detach the handle, but be careful. It's actually detachable here. So when you're trying to take it out, make sure you put extra care, because if you're tugging or pulling from one end, you might end up breaking it. Just a precaution. I don't think it will, but you never know. Alright, take this out. Put this here. I think there's an orientation on the handle, so you gotta put this in from the underneath, then over. Yeah, the top one is a bit longer. It goes here. There we go. Now for the forearm, pop this out. Try not to pop the... He always does that. Yeah. I do have a bit of paint smearing here from this. So I guess it's bound to happen. Alright. And we're going to put this on here. I would say lay it flat as much as possible. You see that joint there. There we go. Put that on here. Push it in. There. Now the bottom part will always have the little extra, so it goes down there. And just put this on here. And yeah, there is that little gap there. But if you press it all the way in, yeah, so it kind of works. Actually, I figured out something or a way to fix this. And from what I can see here, basically the plastic just shrunk. It's flexible, and what you can do is maybe have someone to help you out here or something. But you can probably stretch this, putting a bit of tension here, and heat it up. That way it will be more it will stay stretched. Otherwise over time it will shrink, and that's probably what happened. And they could have put like a clear piece underneath to keep it stretched, but yeah, I don't think it I'm just, well, kind of afraid that the paint will start cracking, but it has not happened yet. And if the paint smears on my finger, I can always retouch it. I have some brown paint, but probably not as close to this I can see here, but still something. All right, so just stretch that a little bit and put it back. That should be good enough. With that, and now it's flushed. There we go. Easy fix. Just stretch it out. Well, not too hard. You don't want to break it or rip it. But there you go. Quick way. Let me just clear my table here. Have a Leonidas. Yeah, it's quite nice. Now there's also another weapon. We got the awesome spear here. And I guess you hold it from here. So let's try that out. Always take out the hand, it just makes it easier. I guess they always hold it from this angle here. Let's see. Is there a way to pop this out? Yep. Let's just go all the way to that handle there. I wonder if you can take this out too. I kind of wish you can, because that's a shorter way, but I guess there's a bit of a mold here that might prevent you from getting this far. So this is the throwing pose here. Obviously you can have it on yeah, I guess if we put on the other way, he's gonna be the thrusting pose. But yeah, Really cool. I'm really happy they've included both. Actually, a lot of people will be wondering, if you have the sword, how come you don't have the spear? And actually, the spear is their main weapon to use. Gives you range, and I think it helps well with their strategy with the shield. Yeah, this is a really nice figure overall so far, except for that this thing here. But you can just stretch it out like what I've demonstrated, and it'll work. Well, till it shrinks back again. So I might need to use a hair dryer or something. Next part is this cape. Now this cape is a little weird for me because you got this stitch out back here. Feels like it could have been a hood, but it's not. Unfortunately, there is no little wire that goes underneath, although if they've added that, it's gonna, you have to put a hem. Yeah, so they didn't do that, and it's not tattered. I mean, you would assume that the bottom should be tattered, but that's something for us if you want to go to that extent to modify that. Now this one, I'll just remove this here. There we go. Put it on just over his head. Gonna drape around him. I mean, the back side is gonna be like that, but you're always gonna be looking in from the front. And you got your awesome cape there. Nice. And this does go quite a bit to the floor. So you can always kind of move it around depending on how you want to post it or take pictures. But yeah, really nice. It's a really nice Figma. I would highly recommend getting it. Maybe even getting more of them. It's quite nice. And a great depiction of King Leonidas, or just the Spartans in general. And there you go. That's pretty much it for the review. Hope you guys like it. And other things that well, I mean, there's the Figma base here, along with this extension if you want to put in a Figma base. But as you can see, he can stand quite perfectly on its own without much problem. And there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, that's about it. So until then, this is Meets. Thanks for watching.